Top 7 morning habits every diabetic should follow to lower blood sugar. Please watch this entire video, as it will help you and your loved ones live longer. These 7 habits, backed by science from places like the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota, and the American Diabetes Association, are your secrets to longevity. Stick with us to discover simple steps to prolong life and dodge the dangers of uncontrolled diabetes. Let's dive in. Habit 1. Hydrate like your life depends on it every morning. Before you even think about coffee or breakfast, reach for a 16-ounce glass of water. In the USA, where 34.2 million people grapple with diabetes according to the CDC's 2020 data, high blood sugar is a silent killer, raising your risk of heart disease, kidney failure, and premature death. Hydration is your first offense. Stacy Woodson, a renowned dietitian from Chicago, Illinois, explains that drinking 1-2 cups of water upon waking dilutes excess glucose in your blood, helping your kidneys flush it out. This simple act can stabilize blood sugar levels all day, setting you up for success. But why does this matter so much for older Americans? As we age, our bodies lose water faster, especially in hot climates like Phoenix, Arizona, or humid Miami, Florida, where summer sweating spikes. Dehydration concentrates glucose, making blood sugar soar and forcing your heart to work overtime. This accelerates aging, leaving you exhausted, mentally foggy, and frail, far from the vibrant 100-year-old you dream of becoming. Proper hydration cushions joints, regulates blood pressure, flushes toxins, and supports gut health, all critical for longevity. The American Diabetes Association links consistent hydration to better glycemic control, reducing dangerous glucose spikes that could lead to amputations or blindness. Here's how to make it work. Keep a reusable water bottle by your bedside. Add a slice of lemon, cucumber, or fresh mint for flavor. No sugar, just zest. In cities like Seattle, Washington, or Atlanta, Georgia, where tap water is clean and accessible, this habit is easy to adopt. For variety, try a splash of unsweetened herbal tea, like chamomile, cooled overnight. Starting your day with hydration isn't just about diabetes. It's about fighting the fear of aging and death by giving your body the tools to thrive. Waking up in San Diego, California, sipping infused water as the sun rises, knowing you're building a longer, healthier life. Potential consequences: ignore hydration, and you risk higher glucose levels, worsening insulin resistance, and faster aging. Dehydration contributes to over 7 million annual hospitalizations for diabetes complications in the USA, per the CDC. Chronic dehydration can also lead to kidney stones or urinary infections, which hit seniors hardest, stealing vitality and years. How do you make drinking water a morning ritual? Share your flavored water recipes or hydration hacks in the comments below. Habit 2. Power up with a protein and fiber-rich breakfast. Your breakfast isn't just a meal. It's a lifeline for managing diabetes and defying aging. In the USA, where fast food tempts us at every drive-thru, think donuts in New York City or buttery biscuits in Houston, Texas. A carb-heavy start can spike your glucose, leaving you crashing by mid-morning. Tracy McKelvey, a diabetes educator from Boston, Massachusetts, warns that morning carbohydrate sensitivity is heightened for diabetics. A low-carb, high-protein, high-fiber breakfast is your secret to steady blood sugar and a longer life. A hearty veggie omelet with 2 eggs, spinach, mushrooms, and a side of half an avocado, delivering 15 grams of protein and 7 grams of fiber. Or try a cup of Greek yogurt topped with a cup of blueberries and 2 tablespoons of walnuts, packing 18 grams of protein and 5 grams of fiber. These choices slow glucose absorption, keeping you full and energized. A 2020 study in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism found that protein-rich breakfasts cut post-meal glucose spikes by 30%, reducing inflammation that ages you prematurely. Fiber, meanwhile, lowers cholesterol, slashing heart disease risk, the top killer of diabetics, claiming 68% of deaths in those over 65, per the American Heart Association. For older Americans dreaming of blowing out 100 candles, this habit is a game-changer. Protein preserves muscle mass, crucial as we age, when sarcopenia, muscle loss, affects 1 in 3 seniors per the NIACDL. Fiber supports digestion, preventing constipation, which plagues 20% of older adults. In places like San Francisco, California, or Charlotte, North Carolina, Swap sugary cereals for whole grain toast with 2 tablespoons of almond butter. It's a small choice that fuels vitality, sharpens focus, and keeps you active, whether you're strolling through a park in Denver or gardening in Orlando. This habit fights the fear of frailty and death, paving the way for a century of health. Potential consequences. A carb-heavy breakfast can lead to weight gain, worsening insulin resistance, and a 40% higher risk of stroke in seniors, per the NIOT. Uncontrolled diabetes shortens life expectancy by up to 8 years, stealing your chance at 100. What's your go-to diabetes-friendly breakfast? Drop your favorite recipes in the comments to inspire our community. Habit 3. Keep caffeine in check to protect your future. Coffee is a morning staple across the USA, from Seattle's bustling coffee shops to Miami's vibrant Cuban cafes. But for diabetics, that 12-ounce latte or third cup of drip can sabotage your health. Research from the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota, shows that over 250 milligrams of caffeine, roughly 2.5 cups of coffee, triggers adrenaline, prompting your liver to release stored glucose, spiking blood sugar. For seniors, this isn't just a temporary high. It worsens insulin resistance, accelerating aging and raising fears of heart disease or early death. You don't have to ditch your brew. Pair your coffee with protein, like a hard-boiled egg, 6 grams of protein, or a scoop of unsweetened protein powder mixed into your cup. Try 20 grams of protein for a profi. This slows glucose absorption, keeping levels steady. A 2019 study in diabetes care found that protein with caffeine reduced glucose spikes by 25%. In fast-paced cities like Chicago, Illinois, or Dallas, Texas, where mornings are hectic, this tweak is a lifesaver. Stick to 1-2 cups daily and skip sugary syrups or whipped cream, which add 15-20 grams of carbs per serving. This habit is about more than blood sugar. It's about staying sharp and strong into your 90s. Caffeine overload raises blood pressure, increasing heart attack risk, which affects 1 in 4 older diabetics, per the CDC. In small towns like Boise, Idaho, or big cities like Los Angeles, mindful coffee habits protect your heart and brain, helping you reach 100 with clarity. Fight the fear of aging by making your morning brew work for you, not against you. Potential consequences. Overdose caffeine, and you risk heart strain, higher insulin levels, and faster cognitive decline, cutting your lifespan. Chronic high blood pressure from caffeine can lead to heart failure, affecting 6 million Americans, per the CDC. How do you balance coffee with diabetes? Share your morning brew tips or protein hacks in the comments. Habit 4. Move your body to defy aging. Physical activity is your fountain of youth, especially for diabetics over 50. In the USA, where 1 in 3 seniors faces mobility issues, morning movement can keep you dancing at your 100th birthday. A brisk 15-minute walk in a park in Denver, Colorado, or 10 minutes of gentle yoga in your living room in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, burns glucose, lowering blood sugar by up to 20%, per a 2021 study in Diabetes Research and Clinical 21. Practice. You don't need a gym or fancy equipment. Simple stretches like touching your toes 10 times, or a stroll around your neighborhood in Raleigh, North Carolina, wakes up your muscles and fights insulin resistance. Women with diabetes who exercise at least 4 hours weekly cut their heart disease risk by 40%, says the American Diabetes Association. This habit boosts mood, improves sleep, and sharpens memory, crucial for aging gracefully. For older viewers fearing falls, which hospitalize 800,000 seniors annually per the CDC, morning movement strengthens balance and bones. Start small. Try chair yoga for 10 minutes or walk to your mailbox and back. In warm climates like Phoenix, Arizona, go early to beat the heat or join a senior walking group in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Movement isn't just about diabetes. It's about living longer, stronger, and happier. It fights the fear of frailty, keeping you independent and vibrant, whether you're hiking in Asheville or playing with grandkids in Omaha. Potential consequences. A sedentary lifestyle increases muscle loss, raises glucose levels, and boosts early death risk by 50% in diabetics, per the NIH. Immobility also heightens fall risks, leading to fractures that diminish quality of life. What morning movement works for you? Tell us your favorite way to stay active in the comments. We're halfway through, and these tips are your ticket to a longer, healthier life. If you're loving this advice, Hit that subscribe button. Join our YouTube community for more diabetes-friendly recipes, longevity secrets, and tips to live to 100. Your health is worth it, and we're here to support you every step of the way. Let's keep going with 3 more powerful habits. Habit 5. Have an earlier dinner for a longer life. Timing your meals can outsmart diabetes and slow aging. Carla Hernandez, a dietitian from Los Angeles, California, urges eating dinner before 7:00 p.m., at least 2-3 hours before bed. This allows your body to process glucose, lowering morning blood sugar by up to 15%, per a 2022 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology. In the USA, where late-night eating is common, think pizza in Chicago or tacos in San Antonio, Texas. This habit is a game-changer for seniors fearing heart disease or a shortened lifespan. Early dinners align with your body's circadian clock, boosting metabolism and reducing insulin resistance. In cities like Houston or Boston, swap heavy dinners for lighter meals, like 4 ounces of grilled salmon with 1 cup of steamed broccoli, 10 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber. This cuts late-night snacking, which spikes glucose and adds pounds, both aging accelerators. The Mayo Clinic notes that early dinners improve sleep, reducing dementia risk, a fear for 1 in 3 seniors. Better sleep also lowers stress, which affects 40% of older diabetics, per the NIH. Winding down in Nashville, Tennessee, with a book after an early meal, or taking an evening walk in Tucson, Arizona. This habit helps you wake up feeling energized, not sluggish, in places like Minneapolis or Orlando. It's the secret to longevity, fighting the fear of death by giving you more vibrant mornings and restful nights, inching you closer to 100. Potential consequences. Late dinners increase glucose spikes, weight gain, and a 30% higher risk of heart failure in diabetics, per the American Heart Association. Poor sleep from late eating also raises dementia risk by 20%, per the NIH. When do you eat dinner, and how does it affect your mornings? Share your early dinner tips in the comments. Habit 6. Embrace plant-based proteins to thrive. What you eat shapes how long you live, and for older Americans, plant-based proteins are longevity superstars. 2 cups serving of lentils, chickpeas, almonds, or sunflower seeds. About 165 calories, 10 grams of protein, and 10 grams of fiber. Slows blood sugar spikes, per the American Diabetes Association. In places like Portland, Oregon, or Austin, Texas, toss chickpeas into a kale salad or blend black beans into a hearty soup for a heart-healthy boost. Unlike marbled steak or bacon, which pack saturated fats, 11 grams in 3 ounces of steak, 3 grams in 3 slices of bacon, that inflame your body and worsen insulin resistance. Plant-based proteins fight aging. A 2020 study in The Lancet found that diets high in legumes cut diabetes-related death rates by 25%. For seniors fearing death or frailty, these foods lower cholesterol and support weight loss, keeping you active into your 90s. They're low in sodium, 5 mg per serving, protecting against hypertension, which affects 70% of older diabetics, per the CDC. Try swapping 1 meat-heavy meal a week for a plant-based dish, like lentil patties or a quinoa bean bowl. In farmers markets from Burlington, Vermont to Santa Fe, New Mexico, fresh legumes and nuts are easy to find. This habit fights the fear of aging by fueling your body with nutrients that keep you strong. Whether you're biking in Madison, Wisconsin, or walking dogs in Savannah, Georgia, it's a delicious step toward 100. Potential consequences. Relying on fatty, processed meats increases inflammation, raises cancer risk by 20%, per the World Health Organization, and shortens lifespan. High saturated fat diets also double heart disease risk in diabetics, per the CDC. What plant-based proteins do you love? Share your favorite recipes or meal ideas in the comments. Habit 7. Practice gratitude to boost mind and body. Your mind is as vital as your body in the fight for longevity. Starting your morning with gratitude. Writing down 3 things you're thankful for, like family in Chicago, a sunrise in San Diego, or a kind neighbor in Boise, lowers stress, a major blood sugar trigger. A 2023 study in psychosomatic medicine found that gratitude practices cut cortisol levels by 20%, reducing glucose spikes in diabetics. For older viewers fearing aging or death, gratitude rewires your brain for positivity, fighting depression, which affects 1 in 4 seniors with diabetes, per the NIH. In the USA, where stress from healthcare costs, isolation, or retirement worries is common, this habit is free and powerful. Spend 5 minutes journaling in a notebook or reflecting quietly in places like Nashville, Tennessee, or Tucson, Arizona. It boosts immunity, improves sleep, and calms your heart. Crucial when heart disease is the top killer of diabetics, affecting 68% over 65, per the American Heart Association. Gratitude also fosters connection. Share your thankful moments with a friend over coffee in Omaha, Nebraska, or join a gratitude group in Raleigh, North Carolina. This habit fights the fear of a lonely, frail future, helping you live to 100 with joy and purpose. It's a science-backed secret to a longer, happier life, no matter where you are in the USA. Potential consequences: ignore mental health, and chronic stress raises glucose levels, increases stroke risk by 30%, and shaves years off your life, per the CDC. Untreated depression also doubles dementia risk in seniors, per the NIH. How do you practice gratitude in the morning? Share your routine or ideas in the comments below. These 7 habits: hydration, protein-rich breakfasts, moderated caffeine, movement, early dinners, plant-based proteins, and gratitude are your roadmap to living to 100 with diabetes under control. In the USA, where 1 in 10 people battle this disease, your choices matter. Avoid high-fat meats like bacon or marbled steak, embrace these habits, and share this video with loved ones in cities like Charlotte, North Carolina, or Las Vegas, Nevada. Leave your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more health tips, and check out our diabetes-friendly cooking channel linked below. Let's live longer, healthier, and happier together.